I'd like to say hello to everyone out there, and thanks for joining me again. I'd also like to say sorry about the quality of the video yesterday. We tried our best, but the weather was against us. Anyway, I hope you've had time to look over the documentation we showed you. It's only 2 pages, but it gives you a rough guesstimate what it is. Section 32 contains everything you should know about the land. Another part about the zoning, that was taken from Section 32. Shows you it's farming land. There was 2 points the council have got against us. One, the legal shed. If I span you around, you'll see it. Yeah, that's it. See it? Over my shoulder. Right. We'll just keep on walking. I like walking. Walk through here. Now, the information we were given at the beginning, obviously, was wrong. Now, people make mistakes. It's part of life. We've also got to accept these mistakes as ours. That's also a part of life. That's the shed covered. As to the land, nothing in Section 32. So how do we know that we need a permit to clear it? The thing is, you don't. You can't. There's no way. How do you know something that's never been written down to tell you? That's what information is. Information is life. We get told right from wrong from a very early age. This learns us and allows us to go through our lives. But if you go along with what Mildura Rural City Council want, it says you should know this information right from the start, although you've never been told it, or shown it, or been written down. And that's the problem. They're trying to impose something on us that we never knew about, could have never known about. So why go along with this? Pushing. Local bird life. Very good. Well, there's something to show you down here. It's quite interesting. We get ants back in the UK, especially Scotland. Small, don't really bother you, but these ones do. Now what I'll do is I'll turn you around and show you. These act on vibration. If you go near the vibration, walk past, drive past, these little buggers are out, and I've got some nip on them. I'll show you. Now, believe it or not, this is the 3rd time I've recorded this, or tried to record it, I should say. Now, if you tap on the ground, give a bit of vibration, you'll see them pinging out of there. This is what happens when you go near them, or, in my case, previously, you actually put a string post in close by. The wee buggers start nipping you. That's going about their lives. Protection. I find them very fascinating. This little thing's so strong. There's another hole down here. All picking out. The underground nest must be huge because they've got holes all over the place to pop out of. But let's stop annoying them and leave them alone. Let them get back to what they're doing. You're back again. That's what ants like biting. Let's keep on walking along here. Now, closing on 2017, we had a buyer for the property. Firm offer, but everything had to be in place. The shed had to be certified. And that's the correct way. Everything had to be legal and they were happy with it. But this was a problem. Problem for us anyway. We couldn't get a certificate for the shed. They wouldn't give us it. Well, they said it would come up, but it never did. As I stated yesterday. And the offer was withdrawn. Now, when we got the offer on the land, we jumped the gun and stated wife's father, my father-in-law, that we go home, we should be home for Christmas 2017. Now the wind's getting at us a wee bit, try to protect you from it. Sorry if I can cause any bother. So, we were hoping to be home back in Scotland for 2017. Spend Christmas with them. Obviously that never happened. 2008 we came along. Still here. We're shooting along towards 2019. And yes, we're still here. Do you like Australia? Australia's a fantastic place. It really is. I keep on saying that, but it is. It's got so much to see. But a lot of the world's like that. Every little nook and cranny of it, it's got something for everyone. Australian people, fantastic. They really are. They understand what's going on. And it really helps you to understand that things like this happen. But I think it's quite disheartening after such a long time and such a long fight that we're still here. Do we blame the Australian people? Never. It's the minority again. The minority of people who go out their way to make your life hell. And that's it. Now, I'll turn you around again, you've got to see this. This is a type of ant. I'll spin you around, let you see it, then we'll continue our walk. Right, down here, if you can see that, they've built their nest. These are the bigger ants, slightly bigger ants. You get different sizes. Just tap the ground and see if you get any spawns with them. Yeah. These are quite docile, quite happy with themselves. They build these little nests. Probably keep out the water and that. And you see this? See this one moving about like? Look at the size of that. Quite fantastic seeing that. Pull that. It's like a big, huge log. It's pulling. What strength this little thing's got. Anyway, we'll leave them to it. Now, if you ever get a chance in your life, come to Australia. See how beautiful it is. Enjoy its people. On the understanding that there's a minority. And as I said before in previous times, there's a minority everywhere. I don't know how they go about their lives. Do they see life as they've got to go out there and annoy someone that day? And when we purchased this land, everything was fine for a short period of time. People were still trying to dump rubbish on here. People were still driving all over it, thinking it was okay to do so. And soon, they're tired of that, except for one person. this person was different. He was like the leader of the minorities. He went right out of his way to make your life hell. Why is this? Simple, because he can. Unknown at that time, he was well protected. This is why he continued to pester us. Now, some of our friends around here know of him and said he's always been the same. He's just a creep. So the name for him was an easy one, the Creeper. So the friends that I've spoken to all know him by the same name, the Creeper. He goes about playing the innocent. We've been racially abused, threatened, and had our lives turned upside down in Australia. The Australia we've come to like so much. The Australia that we've come to love so much. And its people. But there was one person who didn't like us being here. Because he was so well connected in the community, as in the members of the council, Mildura Council, one in particular, we got a barrage of complaints. The ones you've heard about are from Mildura Rural City Council. Obviously well influenced there. Because they knew they didn't have a leg to stand on. If someone tells you the wrong information, you've got to go with it. You don't know it's wrong. You got told the information from a member of the council. And back to the land again. There's no way on this earth that you would know that farmland, blah blah. Now this person, the Creeper, he's went out his way to make our life on this. He really has. At every opportunity, he's been there, making his presence felt, seen. Now this led to my wife having issues with uncertainty. She didn't know this person. We both never knew this person at the time. Know his name now, and that will come along. So if you're out there watching this, keep on watching. He made our life so bad that my wife started showing a nervous problem as such. Every time he was about, she felt uneasy. This creeper was creeping about the bushes, creeping about all the time. After the things he had said to us, and the gestures he had made towards us, I understood what she was going through, because it was affecting me as well. Now my wife has type 1 diabetes, so the parameters of her sugar and her blood have got to be quite close. You can't let them go down too low, or you go into a hypo. If they go too high, you go into a hyper. The most dangerous one is a hypo. Hypos who send you into a coma. So one night, my wife's blood sugars dropped right down. This was after a visit from the Creeper. This was obviously playing on her, and she wasn't saying anything, or she wasn't saying a whole lot. There was a change in her. Her moods changed. She wasn't the same woman. She was frightened. Now, it was quite hard for me to tell you this, but she nearly died that night. So luckily I caught her on time. Her blood sugars dropped her way, way down, way past it. Almost in a coma. She didn't know where she was. Didn't know anything. I knew then I had to get her blood sugars back up. If I had waited on an ambulance, paramedics to come, there was a chance I would have lost her. That was the darkest point of all this. Near losing the best person in the world. To me. She's everything. And I'm not afraid to admit that. She's better than me. She's brainier than me. She's kinder than me. Our life went along. Soon all the pressure we were having started telling on me. I ended up with shingles. Oh, I've heard about shingles before. I would guarantee you, if you ever get them, it's the sorest thing ever. Now, it was brought on with a nervous system. Yeah, I went to the doctor to see about what this was, this rash, and how it was so painful. That's when she explained to me it was shingles. And she was asking if I was stressed out about anything. I told her, did that mean getting racially abused, threatened, the normal day-to-day living that we have here? I don't know if she's been racially abused before. But nothing was said. And come back and see if I don't work. She couldn't answer. This doctor was Chinese. Donna, at a later stage, developed the same thing on her shoulder. Shingle. Anyway, our health has not been the best. Does anybody care? Yeah. Do you still persecute us? Yeah. Why? I don't know. The way we look, the way we talk, or as I suspect, because we're here. We're here on a bit of land that the creeper has used for a long time. Now the creeper doesn't like getting told what to do, that's obvious. Or where to go. And he does not understand the words, stay off. But that's a creeper. He's protected. He's protected by people in Mildura who belong to the minority squad, who think they rule everything. And it probably is. The problem is, you're probably right, they do. They rule everything that goes on behind the scenes. They're puppet masters. Making people's lives what they want, really. There was a pause there because I was trying to think what to say. And the thing that sounds like a train coming behind me is a dog. Anyway, this minority try to rule your life, and probably do to a certain extent if you let them. But what they don't expect is someone to fight back. That catches them off guard. They're used to people rolling over and doing it as they say. I was never brought up like that. So minority, if you're watching, you have no chance. That's why I'm here, standing in front of this camera, explaining it all. Now, most of Mildura won't know what's going on, don't have an idea. The only time they ever have an idea of the minority is when the minority drop right into their laps. Then it becomes a problem. Big problem. Because they could conjure up all sort of things. Well, we've got the creeper, we have Mildura Rural City Council, and we have another problem. The other problem I'll get to. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, give me your thumbs up and ring that bell. That way, when another video goes out, you'll know about it. When I've got time, I'll show you more of Australia in this, around about this area. It's really nice. Nice place. But you can't let the minority win. That's just given up. Well, I know from the past history, Aussies are not like that. They meet things head on. But when one voice cries out, it's quite easily silenced. But when the majority rise up, they basically can't do a thing. They've got to back off. They've got to crawl back under the rock from which they came. I'll say goodbye again and thank you for joining me on the journey, the story as it unfolds. Thanks.